Welcome back, everybody, to Tea Time with Millbee. Today on Tea Time with Millbee, we'll be discussing the finer points of tea making in a social situation. Welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Me, Millbee, we're gonna get on with this visual novel. Right, here we go. Do you come back here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. I come here very often during lunch times. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for the official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm. Almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. What kind of clubs are there to join? What of the agenda? The more popular ones are the track and field club. You might not want to do that, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though, such as the art and music clubs. There. Something popped in my head then, but the kinky clubs. My cat is wandering around. She got up a few minutes ago, and now she's going to start bugging me. I can tell. At the time, when I'm just wanting to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if this school shares the same rules as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. Fiercely. You don't have to join, but if you don't, I'll beat you every day. Ah, good, that's a relief. I've really let my guard down around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. You're so lazy. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. Whoa. What's going on? A UFO invasion? As I look over to the window, look over to the window over her shoulder. As I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has a distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh, time's gone quickly. Sorry? Oh right, she's blind. Oops, of course she can't see the sun setting. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of the time. Oh, sorry, Hisao. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. Oh no, baby, don't worry. Spending time with you is better than any book I could ever read. Boom. You didn't say that, really? No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. No. It's... I don't know. She didn't say. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems likely to know in any case. True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays. A quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. Well enough time. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking with you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. She actually has fake hands that are sort of like placed on the table. It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is? I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it, alright. Well, I'd say yes, I would. Even though she's blind. But I'm sure she knows it better than I do. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me. Which they seem to have a habit of doing. It's alright, I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that has been slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. She challenges me to a duel, a cane duel. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. His must be support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallways to the library. The empty hallway on the way to the library. The creepy picture. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers, we slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the centre of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. Ladies first. Ladies first. After you, my lady. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we follow. Yeah, she's like, ladies first. Oh, the door! Crap. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Blind. To the left is the wooden library counter. The library proper being on the... The library proper being on the right. The way I read that was like, oh, the library proper being on the right. Like slang. Oh, the library is proper on the right. Oh, yeah. It easily dwarfs my old school library, with the distinct smell of old books and semen wedging, giving the place an almost old world air. There don't seem to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms. Yuko, are you here? She said it to thin air, since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. Are you quite? Oh no, you're blind. I'm sorry. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Something under the counter fuds against. She just summons something. Fuds against it, followed by a quiet wail. The origin, apparently the librarian, quickly she looks like someone I know. In anime form. That's kind of freaky. Yikes. Love the picture. I love the picture. She's sort of standing there. She's got her hands there, just literally squeezing her breasts out. The origin, apparently the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. Hi, Lily. Oh, how can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual as she's rubbing the back of her head. Can I help you? Oh, good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. Oh, it's nothing. I hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Never drop the pencil in the library. You hear that? Never drop the soap in the shower. Never drop a pencil in the library. Never. It's a dangerous place. Are you alright? I'm sorry. I couldn't know. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. It's just nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconceived by bashing her head on the counter. Yeah, the worst thing to have happened. I'm not very good at feminine voices, so I apologize. There's not much I can do. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression. And then she shuffles some papers around for the counter for no reason, like a news reporter style. You know, at the end of the news where they're just sort of like trying to find a piece of paper that doesn't have my address on it. It's like one there I was going to pick up. It's got like my address written on it. Well, you know, they do like the... There's someone there like... I was like, what? I'm going skiing, guys. in the context of this game, that could be taken very weirdly. You ever seen a man go skiing before? It's weird. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look. She seems to fit a library perfectly. Lily, did you get my message? Message? Oh, the 2 imported books that arrived. Right, yeah, they finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but amidst her celebrations, partially for managing to change the topic, I'm sure, she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh no, I'm so sorry for not noticing you before. You should be. I'm an important character. Did you need to check out a book? Oh, return one? I'm sorry! Ah! Then her head explodes. The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. He's with me, Yoko. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hisao, right. Hisao, pleased to meet you too, Hisao. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave Hisu. Oh, sorry, it's Hisu? I've got this thing here. Someone wrote, my guide to Japanese for Millbee, and that is that I sounds like E, O sounds like O, E sounds like A sounds like A, and U sounds like Oo. Ooh. So, that would be like Yuko. Yeah, Yuko. Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell? Right, so this, Hisao. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. Too much oxygen. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that was too much oxygen there. I almost died. Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what you could be interested in. This is too much responsibility. Ah! Oh my god, she's a weird librarian. How it's any responsibility at all, I don't get. But her objection is so sincere, I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. Can you imagine that? Let's I hope you can hear me when I do this. So, say I'm gonna come along. I'm like, excuse me, can I? Okay, let's do it like pretending that I'm tiny. Excuse me, can I have a book, please? And then the librarian's like, ah! What? Okay, sorry about that, guys. My microphone just died and it froze my recording software. Just after I got... Luckily it caught... I was worried it didn't catch my little acting technique down there. But, yeah, I got that, so I'm okay, I'm happy. But, yeah, sorry about the sort of really random cut there. It was, you didn't miss anything. But... so there are a lot of books in Braille here? I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense. I'm having a good time. You look like you've had a bottle shoved up your ass. Well, I think about a third or fourth of Yamaku's library is either in braille or audio. And it's all spoken by me. It's a library of audiobooks by me. Makes sense, given all the blind students that'd be here. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, because we needed a picture of a library, and we picked this one. Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. It's a well-endowed library. Library. Paint me like one of your French girls. You're such a well-endowed library. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelve all of them. It's so troublesome, and they weigh so much. I wish I could quit this job. Oh, what? Okay, she doesn't like this job at all. A very awkward silence follows a revelation of too much information. It's just like, okay, I've just met you, and you're already like, oh my god, I hate this job. I want to leave it. I'd rather disembowel myself than tell you about books. I'm freaking out. My insides. I'm gonna go check the owls then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have those books if it's alright with you. I move slowly away from the creepy librarian. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I study the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out. To read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is, a library. It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lillian snuck with us in here, unless it was here to begin with. Mystery of the calm room. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. The make-out point. While the rest of the library has the odd student sitting at a desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping. They got, like, the fake glasses on. With the open eyes. So, like... How the fuck do you stealth sleep? I'm just gonna think about this for a second. I'm not sleeping. Oh, sorry. The stealth sleep. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting in one of the several beanbags. Oh, it's the burnt girl. It's the dark-haired girl from my class. The one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. I like setting fires. No offense, I'm sorry, but, you know, I take that back. I'm gonna take what I just said and put it back inside of my mouth. There we go, it's in. That looked like I was hammering a cock into my mouth, but I don't know what kind of crazy shit you do, Millbee. That is not how you hammer a cock. You do it like this. No, okay. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself as I would of anyone else. She's a classmate, after all. For having half a face burn, she's quite cute. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. You want to do like the casual, like, oh, hello. I'm sorry, I just dropped my books. Oh, I'm falling over again and again. The girl starts, looking scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see the part of her face, at least a third, if not a half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, and subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second, I'm shocked and divert my eyes to the book in her hands, before I realise that looking away probably only makes it worse. So you just want to be like, hey. It takes too many seconds to collect myself. And I remember what I walked up to her for. See, now I wouldn't mind trying to make an effort for this one. Sorry, let me just start here. I think maybe I should try the second one. Is that too forward? Maybe she'd get freaked out if I tried that. Hi, I'm new here. Hisao Nakai. We're in the same class. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Let's try that one. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. It's okay. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but finally she nods just a little. Okay. I take the seat next to her, and she hides herself behind her book. Life of Pi. Wait, isn't that CGI film that just came out? Or was that a different one? Life of Pi. Is that the one with the tigers, and then like half the people that worked in it got like fired out of nowhere from the studio? I had no interest in that film at all. Like, it just did not look appealing to me. Life of Pi. Never heard of it. So, sorry again for startling you. I'm... Hisao. Hisao. She looks up from her book, stalling a little before replying. No. We are in the same class. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it is barely audible, even in the still library. Or maybe I should have said hi, we're in the same class, like she knew I'd recognized her. Somehow, I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako, Hanaku. I resist the urge to say, that's a nice name, just to have something to say, but really it's the only thing that I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I am being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt you reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a little sigh of relief. So I try to read the covers and the introductions of the books I picked up, and she buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. Oh dear. My eyes still wander to her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After a while, I realize she's doing the same, and only pretending to immerse in Life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. When our gazes finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. The library goes up in flames. She stands up forcefully from the beanbag and takes a deep breath. Whoa, God. I gotta go to I gotta go do something. I gotta go back to the bathroom. Most uncomfortable leaving and exit ever. I've got to forget about me. I forgot about him. You ever had that when you try and talk to someone and then words just leave and it comes out like a mess of like garbage gibberish? You're like, what? You're like, wait, did I say any English during that? I don't know. Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catches me off guard, and I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. Don't chase her! Christ! Oh my god! Don't you run away from me! Hanako! I'll get you! Just like running down the aisles chasing this girl. Ah! By the time I reach the counter, she is nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako by myself, Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you notice a girl run past here? Maybe. What does she look like? Long dark hair, kind of shy. She had, well, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear, Yuko, would you excuse me? I better try and find her. Sure, I'll just hold on to these until you come back. What's going on? I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time. Right, I'll see you later then. Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuko. Oh no, I'm left alone with the nutso. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing, I was just looking for some books and then she got in this fit and ran off. The most offending thing I can think of was that I might have looked at her general direction a few times. Well, she's a very timid girl. You have to be very careful about her. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed to talking with other people. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder, it's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe that's just the norm around here. This girl that I'm thinking of kind of looks like her and has like the personality of Hanako. It's a weird mix. Everyone has their own problems or else they wouldn't be here. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casually only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Look to your pan to the left. Hey. Don't ignore me. I'm very large and very grey. Okay? I belong in this school just like you. I'll just ignore the elephant in the room. That was an easy joke. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. If you imagine it, the elephant, hey, is actually a mouse. Ah, what the fuck? Come on now, hey, it's not cool, bro. I like that voice for an elephant. Hey, hey guys, hey, pay attention to me. Hey. That's gonna, Jesus, on the elephant. Hi, come on. I'll squirt you with water. I'll stand on you. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile, and she blushes heavily. Oh, you pimp. What? Did that sound stupid? Oh, no, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us has anything to add, so Yuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. Back to the skiing again. People who have papers on their desk really like doing that. So I just found some papers and just shuffled them around a few times. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing, but I have to do it. I hope that's not too inconvenient for you. Oh yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanaku and I was sitting and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised myself with that too, honestly. At least when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill the time. I couldn't do it. I don't know if you should ever really just, like, masturbate to, like, pass the time. You're like, well, I'm bored. I think I might as well just masturbate, you know. That's called banking, where you bored wank. I'm just really fucking bored. I said, just like, what's on TV today? But that doesn't say anything else, and just checks out my books for me. I guess that's what they call tact. And with that done, I'm going to stop right here, because it's been, I think it was about 14, 15 minutes before. It's been 17 minutes now, so that should be about 30 minutes. So, with that done, guys, thank you for watching me. I really do appreciate it. I have been Millbee. This has been Katawa Shoujo. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a like and say in the comments you're great. And it's so funny to hear all the people don't drink while you watch this, because apparently it makes you spit up water on your keyboard. Thank you for watching Millbee, Katawa Shoujo. Hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I will see you next time. Goodbye! Keep ignoring that elephant in the room. Aw, come on, guys. That's not cool.